Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, July 2nd, 2025. Month of July has started. Yesterday, actually, we had Canada Day, so that's why I didn't post it. It was post the video. It was a holiday vacation for us, so I just took benefit of not doing anything, basically. All right, so S&P 500 hit new all-time high yesterday, actually, as well. We kind of like got a doji bar yesterday, but today we got into new all-time high, 62.28 after hours. Future market just barely positive, and the market just is spiking up to new all-time high. So we got into 6,200, 6,300. The way that I just form as like a potential reversal to the downside. The reason is when I see like a divergence at the top, so potentially market is going to go down for just a shallow corrective move. And this divergence is getting invalidated because I see that the divergence in MACD, but it doesn't follow up with or confirmed with RSI. RSI is just showing higher highs, so that's why the divergence in MACD by itself is going to be weak. So even if we get any pullback, that pullback is going to be shallow. So I would say the deepest scenario is going to be we're going all the way down to here, 5,900 to 6,000, which it could be possible. Anything could be possible, especially after July 9 when tariff discussion is coming back again. So that's going to be due date for Donald Trump for tariff negotiations with the other countries. Today we got kind of like the confirmation that U.S. and Vietnam is just finding the resolution for the tariff. So any goods important from Vietnam to US is gonna imposed by 20% tariff and nothing for US products to Vietnam, which is kind of like a market at the beginning it didn't like it, but eventually it just like it just because 20% is kind of like adjustable for lots of companies. The companies that took benefit of this, Estée Lauder was 4% up, and Nike was 4% up. So I posted my X account, even in my Telegram account, that those two stocks are getting ready for another rally, potentially a substantial rally to the higher high. So make sure watch those ones as well. Let's just have a look. For example, I can bring up the chart for Estée Lauder. Let me just bring here the chart here. So where's my search bottom here? So that's going to be EL, which is Estée Lauder. And if we go to here's the company, you see that. So the company just broke up nicely. This is a weekly trend line, and we got nicely above it. So the next level is going to be 100, 123, and 146. So the long term, I would say 3 years, a bear market has been broken to the upside. So this is a very interesting scenario for Estée Lauder because if it goes higher, it can go a lot higher from the current level. The next one is going to be Nike, as I said. So Nike the same. So we got kind of like the same scenario that um, this stock went higher nicely, uh, uh, especially last few weeks. And we kind of like I see that this is a wedge. This is a bear market for the Nike, and we got into this institutional level. Even we got below COVID crash. Here's the COVID crash, and after that, market just Nike goes higher to 180. Just the last few months, in April, it went all the way down to $50 per share. Right now, we are at $76. So 50% from this bottom, substantial move. But I would say this is just the beginning for Nike because it can go higher to 100 level as well, and even higher, 120 to 125 could be very, very available scenario for the next few months. Moving on to Nasdaq, which is well, holding up very nicely. So it's forming a bullish consolidation. I would say Nasdaq is getting ready for another surge to new all-time high, potentially by end of day Friday. So NFP is coming tomorrow, and I would say the job market today, ADP was kind of like a lower than expectation, and everyone is just waiting for NFP tomorrow. If NFP tomorrow, if numbers are weak, so market is betting for more rate cuts. I don't know if it's going to happen in July, but that would be very surprised to be honest. But everyone is betting on September rate cuts. and potentially another one in October or November. So we will see if that happens with the Federal Reserve. But all in all, I should say market is poised, Nasdaq is poised for another rally potentially to this area, which is above 23,000. Potentially it can stretch out to 23,500 to 24,000. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Dow. Dow is just forming a doji bar, getting to this level, which is a triple top here. So Dow, fantastic move. This is nice overstretched overbought within this bull flag. So we may see some kind of like a choppiness. If we see consolidation, that will be the best price action because that tells me Dow can go to new all-time high as well. Gold after two last 2 days, it's just getting 3 consecutive days to the upside. Pretty nice move, and I would say gold is just forming a very nice setup for a new all-time high. As I said, my earlier kind of like my ultimate target is going to be 3,600. Still, I'm just looking for that one. Moving on to silver, which is actually forming a better setup compared to gold. See that? Here's the nice bull flag here. Silver, just the buyers are coming back to 35.62. That's the area that the buyers are coming back and push the price higher. I would say silver easily can go to 40 to 44. So this is the area that I'm just looking at. But 40 is very, very foreseeable scenario for silver. I'm just looking for 44 for the ultimate target for this year or first half of next year. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to crude. Crude just forming higher today. That was kind of like interesting setup for crude. And we are just poised for another rally. Potentially, this rally can, if this rally ends up here to $72, that tells me that crude is just forming a nice low, higher low, higher low, and that would be 3 consecutive higher low to the upside, which is going to be leapfrog pattern just prior this trend line. So this means crude is going to just get back to its rally. So eye on this area. Just keep an eye on 72 because if it breaks out above 72, that tells me that 80 to 83 is coming down the road for crude. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, which had a fantastic move today. So this is a pretty nice bullish consolidation. We have 2 bull flags. So this is kind of like the bigger picture. And the smaller one is here. So a small bull flag, 125 is my target for Bitcoin, 3% up. Ethereum, 7%. And Ethereum actually is like gold and silver. Ethereum is forming better setup than Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is forming very, very nicely. If I want to call Ethereum like a silver in crypto, we can say this is the best scenario if we get above 2,900, because as soon as it gets above 2,900, it can easily go to this double top here, which is the 4,000. And that's going to give us potentially for another 40% uptick, which is great. Bond yield is just heading back up again. So this is forming a double head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulder. So let's see if bond yield can tackle to this 4.10, because as soon as it gets above 4.10, 4.40 is coming down the road. Bond just gap down, but getting back to the upside. So buyers coming back. So we will see if bond is forming a nice rally. It depends on the dollar, because the less job number or lower job number coming tomorrow, we may see some kind of like a rally for the bond and caught for the bond yield. DIX downtick today and not substantial. VIX. And Dixie just uptick today, just holding up 96, but I would say still weaker dollar is coming. Since January, Dixie is just going down 10%, which is very low. Apple nicely hit our first target here. So we may see some kind of like a pullback. If that happens, that would be nice scenario for Apple to just going down to test this 204, getting back to the upside for 227. Still looking for a nice move to 227, 225. Amazon is the same, forming a bullish consolidation here. This is kind of like a prior this setup for testing this high. Meta is down, so 3 consecutive days to the downside. Potentially, we're going to see Meta is forming a low around 700. Microsoft is forming a bull flag here, so potentially that's going to just the setup for another rally. Still, these names actually are not stoppable, so they can go higher. For a bigger correction, it can go down, but it's very, very unlikely, at least for a short-term period. Again, it depends on the NFP tomorrow, which I don't think that's gonna happen a lot, just because lots of names are forming a nice bullish scenario. Google the same pattern here. So you see that the pattern is setting up for a nice rally to 180 to 188. And Netflix is just getting down and 284, but I would say Netflix is setting up for another potential correction to here to 1238 for a next rally. Tesla nicely popped today. So after yesterday, kind of like a sell-off, this is a great sell-off for Tesla. You see that? So here's the scenario that I was looking for. If Tesla goes above this 340 and it pulled back, could be a great scenario for 400 or even 410. So we'll see how it goes with Tesla. Moving on to semiconductor index, pretty close to new all-time high. It seems like double top, but I would say it can stretch higher to new all-time high. Stocks the same pattern here, just that breaking above this 240 and 250 is coming down the road. Nvidia is getting back to the upside. Pretty nice bull flag here. This one can go higher. 166, 170. That could be the scenario. AMD nicely set up for another rally after just a shallow corrective move. It can go higher to 155, 160. Taiwan Semiconductor edging higher to new all-time high. Remember, we were talking about 235 to 260. That's the big kind of like a rectangular here. This is a very, very high potential scenario for reversal, but still we may see some kind of like a blow off top here, another 10%, 15% to the upside. Taiwan Semiconductor Index Texas Instrument just the sparking higher as well. So we are pretty close to new all-time high with Texas. Lam Research just edging higher as well, pretty close to my 101 target. So we'll see how it goes. XLF, which is financials, they're just edging higher, going down today, and 52.62. KBE just edging higher nicely. Remember, we were talking about this bull flag, and it just initiate high. So 62.62 is coming. KRE, the same pattern. You see that this is nicely moving higher. Gold, JP Morgan just touched new all-time high, new closing all-time high. Goldman Sachs, new all-time high and new closing all-time high. The same here, Bank of America going higher, 48.71, new all-time high. Wells Fargo going to new all-time high. All banks actually are setting up for a nice rally. Gold miners, a pretty nice bull flag here. I would say GDX can go higher, and GDXJ the same here. So we may see some kind of like a rally for a new all-time high is coming with these names are coming down the road. AEM, the same setup here. We may see some kind of like a this bullish consolidation trigger to the upside for a new all-time high. And Newmont is forming very, very nicely. This one is still far away from new all-time high, but it can edge higher. It's pretty nice setup for all of them. XLE, which is Energy Spider, just getting back to the upside. If we take out 89, I would say 94 is coming down the road. Exxon, the same pattern here, it's just going higher, 111. And if it takes out this 116, 122 to 124 is coming. Chevron, the same pattern here. All energy names actually are forming very positive today as well. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.